Hello everybody, this is Reptar, the tank or Jeff for short,
Take no
or
prisoners,
Reptar, whatever. This commentary I'm about to start is, there's two things I want you guys to know about it. It's probably gonna be the most serious and organized commentary I've ever done, and I haven't got the game that I'm gonna put this over yet, so if I cut the game, or if the game like runs shorter or longer than this with talking, I'm sorry. So here, go ahead and get. The reason I'm putting this commentary up, actually right now, is because I saw Crim de la Crim reference pretty much all the subs to like 4 channels, and he said I put videos up a lot, so I didn't want you guys coming over, and I wanted you guys to see a good video. So what I want to talk about is how when people play Xbox, I want to talk about like why they play it, pretty much a lot about it. So, and I'm gonna tell you like my personal experience with why I played it. It seemed that when Halo 3 first came out, that's when I got the Xbox. I think I showed you guys my limited edition Halo 3 Xbox. And that game in it, like a thing I'd play with my friends a lot. I thought the online thing was the coolest thing ever, and I was pretty good at Halo. Then I got into World at War in my freshman year. In my freshman year, I wasn't the most popular kid. I hardly knew anybody because I went to a new school. So I mean, I was kind of like, I guess you could say shy. I mean, I had friends and things like that, but I'm not where I am now as far as friends go. So I only had like a few good friends there, and I found myself playing a lot of Xbox, like COD 5 or World at War. I played that a lot, and I think the reason I played it is not because, you know, I didn't have like so many friends. I had a few friends that I would play with, but they weren't really my friends. They were just people I would play Xbox with, if you know what I'm saying. Like, I wouldn't go over to their house and hang out with them. So I was kind of in a slump as far as like my social life went, and it wasn't because of Xbox. It was just because like I thought that playing Xbox was a perfectly fine substitute for like going hanging out with my friends, because in my mind I would kind of convince myself that like Xbox, oh well, I'm talking to my friends and I'm playing with them, so I'm not really being like a loner or anything, which I think a lot of us end up doing, like, because I don't know, once Modern Warfare 2 came around, I was in 10th grade, I believe. I had a lot more friends because I went to a better school with more people that were on my, say, wavelength, if you will, or I connected with a lot more people, so got a lot more friends then. But then Modern Warfare 2 was just such an addicting game that I got caught up in the same thing again, where I was not going out as much with my friends and just justifying like, oh well, the whole weekend I can just play Modern Warfare 2 and I'm basically just hanging out with my friends. And that's not really what it is. It's the same thing. Like, yeah, you are talking to your friends, you're having fun, you're having a good time, but I would get caught up in the fact that and then all of a sudden I just realized, like, okay, well the whole weekend I just sat in my room, like, and then once I came to that realization, I started trying to stop a little bit. Like, I'm talking like I have an addiction, but I'm kind of just trying to appeal to everybody when I say this, because I know that even a lot of my friends, they play a lot. Like, everyone plays a lot of Xbox, not everyone, but I mean with Modern Warfare 2 and games like that, it's really hard to just pick it up and play a game of it. It's kind of like a Pringles or something. You can't just eat one chip. Once you sit down, you're going to be playing that game until something gets you off of it. You're not just going to be like, alright, time's up. I mean, unless you're super tired or something, or starving, which I'm always hungry, so that happened to me quite a bit. But the thing about it all was, once I realized that and kind of decided that, okay, this is kind of ridiculous, the whole weekend I just played Modern Warfare 2. Like, I would literally, Friday night, I'd stay up to like 2 or 3 in the morning, play it, wake up at like 8, since I don't sleep very much. 8 was late for me, actually. It'd usually be earlier than that. And then I'd play a little bit, wait for my family to wake up, they'd make me breakfast, I'd eat it, come back to my room, play for like another like 8 hours or something. And then once I realized, I'm like, okay, well this isn't how I want to live my life or whatever. I understand, I was only in 10th grade at this time, but I didn't want that to get into a habit of just, okay, well, my weekends are just me staying home all weekend and playing Xbox. I don't want that. So I mean, the only thing I could really do is just, even if it was like small steps, like going over to a friend's house. I think that's what it was in the beginning. It was going over to a friend's house where we usually would play Xbox or something. But I think the best thing to get out of it is to get into a sport. I mean, I've been in soccer since I was 4 years old. But I think at this time, Modern Warfare 2 came out, my soccer season was just ending. Now though, I'm on a soccer team that goes all year, so it's like a tournament team where it just never stops. And I think that helped me a lot because it got me active, and also now I'm going to a gym, so I'm getting pretty active. And when I go to my friend's house, it's not to play video games, it's to go hang out, maybe go to the movies or something. And that's really what it is. Like, if you guys find yourself, like, I'm sure some of you do, just like me, where you're just stuck in kind of a rut where you're like, well, I don't know what to do, so I'm just Xbox, because that's, you know, you're good at it. And then I also remember I would be like, in Modern Warfare 2, I was really good at quickscoping, and I would be in all these, like, clans or whatever, so I'm like, oh, well, I have to be on Xbox because I'm in a clan. And that's not the case. I mean, if you're, usually, I mean, it's video game. Like, that's what it all comes down to. I think that's what I'm realizing a lot more in my junior year, and it's kind of ridiculous how caught up I got into it in my sophomore and freshman year. I just want to tell you guys now, since I don't know how old some of you guys are. Only one I know is Sam Ham, who's 15. And if you get caught up in that route, try and get away from it as soon as you can. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm gonna play Xbox for the rest of my life, or video games at least, but definitely in moderation. Like now, I'd say I play like maybe like 3 times out of the 5-day school week, and then for like an hour a night, and then on the weekends it depends. Usually I go to my dad's or my friends, like I said, and sometimes I'll have like one of those days where I just sit there and play Xbox for like 5 hours strong. I love doing that, but it's not always the best thing for you, especially now, since I don't know, ever since I started going to the gym and playing soccer, I want to be out there. Like, I don't want to just sit down. I need to be moving, active, and things like that. So that's where I'm going to cut off this video. It was really just to kind of give you guys an insight on, I guess, my freshman and sophomore year, and to help you guys if you're in a rut. Just, I know it's not gonna help anybody because I'm not like an advice giver, but just, this is kind of just for people to realize, like, trying to wake up if you're stuck in that sort of mode where you're just school, Xbox, and then like wait home. Like when you're at school, I remember I would wait to get on Xbox, and I would, like, once you start thinking about Xbox at school, that's when you gotta cut that off right there, unless you're like talking about it with your friends, like in a joking way. But that's why I'm gonna cut off this video. I'd like to also, this will be shout out time, I guess, for Creme de la Creme, who, he's a really cool guy. I mean, he seems chill. He seems actually a lot like me, just by what he was saying, how just, you know, why he's not going to be posting videos recently. So please go check him out if you guys are willing to go do that. Tell him I sent you or something, just so, because he did that to me. So go ahead, and if you go check out his channel and say like Reptar sent me, and I would really appreciate that. And go ahead and subscribe to him because he's almost at 200 subscribers, and I think that'd be really cool. So thanks guys for watching, and this is me, Jeff Davis, signing out.